I don't know if people really understand Bronny. He doesn't care.
LeBron exploded over Bronny's outside deal? Yeah, not quite. The internet ran wild. But here's what actually went down. LeBron James didn't storm out or torch a contract. He made a calculated move. On June 29, 2025, his agent Rich Paul confirmed he'd opt into a massive $52.6 million player option, locking him in with the Los Angeles Lakers for one more season. No drama, just strategy. But here's the twist. That decision quietly set up total freedom. Once the season ends, LeBron hits unrestricted free agency, no clauses, no ties, no safety net. He could have renegotiated early and added years, but didn't. Meanwhile, Bronny's name got dragged into fake headlines about secret deals and league shakeups. Reality? No explosion, just a chess move that could reshape everything in 2026.
LeBron James has no influence on free agency moves, says an NBA front office insider. The Lakers are excluding.
That report came from Colin Cowherd, reading off the headline circulating about the Lakers. And it was not the only headline making the rounds.
Lakers reportedly preserving cap space for next season. Dorian Finney-Smith exits. Disaster.
The Lakers lost Dorian Finney-Smith after trading 3 draft picks for less than 50 games of his services. Their GM Rob Pelinka was reportedly facing mounting pressure to keep his job. And most importantly, sources inside the league.
They should, he's 41.
Now, on the other side of this, LeBron himself sat down for a one-on-one conversation about his future. The question was simple. Could this be the last contract he ever signs?
Do you think this could be the last deal you ever signed as an NBA player?
I mean, it could be. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, maybe not.
LeBron James kept his future vague, no promises, no farewell, hinting his next deal could be his last. At the same time, Bronny James was locked into a 4-year rookie contract with the Lakers, starting modestly and rising with partial guarantees and a team option. It wasn't a two-way deal. Agent Rich Paul made sure of that, but Bronny still split time between the NBA squad and the G League, putting up low scoring numbers while developing on a win-now team. Then chaos hit. Viral posts pushed wild claims, new leagues, secret deals, and fake quotes about rejecting millions. One rumor even had Bronny turning down a huge extension. He shut it down himself, calling it disrespectful.
And so this morning, it appears they're going big game hunting next year. They do not think this is a championship.
To understand how all of this came together, you have to go back to where the storm started. And it started with a 19-year-old collapsing on a basketball court. The night everything changed. In July 2023, during a routine USC practice session, Bronny James collapsed on the court. He had suffered cardiac arrest, not a cramp, not dehydration, not a rolled ankle. His heart stopped. The 18-year-old son of the most famous basketball player on the planet was rushed to the hospital and placed in intensive care.
Yeah, we're not rolling the dice. There was not enough data on it. It's like you have a cardiac arrest, it is over.
Other athletes who had gone through similar ordeals told LeBron directly what the recovery.
And he told me, he was like, man, I'm gonna be honest, it took me about 2.5 years to finally get back to just normalcy. Like my body, my mind.
Bronny was 19. The other athlete had been 23 when it happened to him and still needed over 2 years to feel normal again. And yet Bronny came back. He was cleared by doctors after roughly 5 months, returned to USC, and posted a modest freshman season. He averaged 4.8 points, 2.88 rebounds, and 2.1 assists across 25 games. Not the numbers of a surefire NBA prospect, but also not the numbers of someone who was expected to play at all after what his body had just been through. Then came draft night, June 2024.
It was very emotional. It was very emotional to hear.
LeBron described the moment his son heard his name.
I mean, that's been his dream for quite a while. He said he wants to play in the NBA. He said, I just want to hear my name called. And for it to happen, you know, with us all being together and him being able to hear his name called in the NBA draft, it's like a moment that we will never, ever forget.
The James family gathered for an intimate dinner in New York that night with fewer than 20 people. Rich Paul was there. Gloria James was there. Savannah's parents were there. When the Lakers called, LeBron popped champagne and got emotional thinking about the full journey from cardiac arrest to NBA roster. But outside the celebration, a firestorm had already ignited. The word that dominated every conversation, every comment section, every podcast, and every sports show was nepotism. The argument was straightforward. Bronny averaged fewer than 5 points a game in college. He had suffered a life-threatening medical emergency less than a year before the draft.
Bronny James going to the NBA. He only averaged 4 points a game in college. He got a guaranteed contract for $7 million as a rookie, which is not heard of. He didn't earn it.
Charleston White laid the position out in blunt terms, but then flipped the entire argument.
Because black people pride themselves in saying, didn't nobody help me, I did this on my own. That's nothing to be proud of. I'm supposed to be given an edge, an advantage because of what my parents did. I'm sorry your parents didn't do that.
White defended the concept of nepotism itself, while simultaneously saying Bronny was not good enough to play in the league. He compared it to his own father getting him and all his friends' warehouse jobs at GameStop right out of high school. None of them earned those positions on paper, but those jobs changed their lives and led to other opportunities. On the other side, ESPN commentators tried to contextualize the pick in a broader NBA framework. Roj emphasized that Bronny had never shown any sense of entitlement.
Bronny James, the way he has worked, the way he has prepared himself, there's never been any sense of entitlement with him. He has never carried himself that way on every team he's been on.
Stephen A. Smith put the nepotism conversation into historical context and made his frustration.
Talk to me about nepotism being something new. It's been here. Nobody said anything before. Shut the hell up now.
Meanwhile, LeBron explained how Bronny handled.
I don't know if people really understand Bronny. He doesn't care. Bronny doesn't give a He doesn't. Bronny plays, he works his tail off. When he's done, he goes home and plays his video game.
Bronny James tuned out the noise and let his game speak. Grinding through G League reps, he flashed real growth, dropping efficient 20-plus point nights and bringing defensive energy coaches respected. Still, the never faded. Does he truly belong? That debate exploded into a full-blown clash between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. For months, Stephen A. pushed a fatherly critique, saying Bronny wasn't NBA ready and that LeBron fueled the spotlight by hyping him pre-draft. Then, March 6, 2025 changed everything. Courtside at a Lakers-Knicks game, LeBron confronted him face-to-face. "Stop targeting my son." The clip went viral. Stephen A. first softened his tone, then flipped, calling LeBron weak on a podcast.
I think Stephen A. I agree with Stephen. I can empathize and understand where you're coming from as a father and still see you weak as a man. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from as a father. Nigga, who wouldn't take up for their son? But yeah, you weak. You ain't supposed to say nothing to me. I'm a sportscaster. And your son weak. Your son sorry. That's why you saying something to me. You know your son ain't NBA caliber to be in there. That's why you confront me.
White did not mince his words. He said Bronny had no business in the NBA and that the Lakers would never invest the time and resources they were putting into him.
In front of the world. They wouldn't do that with nobody else.
I feel you.
If this was not LeBron James' son, the Lakers would not take the time to build with him and invest the time and the resources that they're doing if this wasn't LeBron James' son. LeBron got his son into the NBA, but it's clear to see that everybody that's watching this boy play, he don't belong here.
The situation reached its boiling point when LeBron sat down with Pat McAfee for an extended interview that LeBron addressed Stephen directly.
Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the player.
Never in my never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect.
When I talked about Bronny James early in the season, and I highlighted the fact that at that particular moment in time, he simply was not ready, I was calling out LeBron James. LeBron James never addresses that with anybody.
Stephen A. came back the very next morning on First Take and called LeBron a liar. He said LeBron was deliberately twisting.
You're LeBron James, you that butthurt over the things that I'm saying, that you would post that video? When has LeBron James ever done something like that? But suddenly you're doing that as it pertains to me. This man is in his feelings. I wonder why. Could it be because I don't believe you're the GOAT? Because I'll never believe you're the GOAT? Because I have you number 2 at all times?
Stephen then laid out what he believed was really driving all of it. He said LeBron's frustration had nothing to do with Bronny at all. It was about the GOAT debate.
Great father, great husband, great philanthropist, great businessman, great director, great producer, great host, great basketball player, great leader. I mean, my God, but it ain't enough, because one thing matters to him and one thing only, and that's him being recognized as the greatest of all time.
Stephen A. spent over 15 minutes on air that morning. He listed every statistical comparison between LeBron and Michael Jordan: championships, finals, MVPs, regular season MVPs, scoring titles, defensive awards. All NBA.
The man orchestrates stuff. The man will smile in your face, and he's got something behind his back, ready to stab you in it.
He accused LeBron of orchestrating the courtside confrontation with cameras positioned behind them. He said LeBron had posted embarrassing boxing footage of Stephen A. from a decade ago as a form of pettiness. He said the entire Pat McAfee appearance was strategically planned through Rich Paul.
Can you do it here with the Lakers between now and the end of your career? Can it happen again?
Of course. Of course.
What gives you that confidence?
Because we've done it before. We still have 2 guys who commit every single day, and myself and AD, we commit to excellence and commit to winning. We're not that far off. We were 1 year removed from the Western Conference Finals. This past year didn't go as well as we would like, but we're not that far off.
The headlines were manufactured drama. The real story is a 41-year-old father playing professional basketball alongside his 21-year-old son to turn every development into a catastrophe. The James family's basketball story continues that IT just does not look like the thumbnail. Again, thanks for watching full video. If you like it, then subscribe for more.